Hello everyone, my name is ADVITHA from class 10B Cbse Vedavakkam, and today I'm participating in the storytelling competition, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity. So let's get this story started. The topic I've chosen is A Journey from Darkness to Dawn. So starting off with something really simple. A man. He had grown sick of living. He was exhausted by the people who spoke too loudly, but they meant too little, by the heavy cycle of desire and disappointment that kept gnawing at his days. Every dawn felt the same, pale, tasteless, and burdened. And so one morning he decided he'd simply walk away. He left the world behind, the shouts, the streets, and the stale air of routine, and wandered into the forest where the earth smelled of rain and the wind carried its secrets. The deeper he went, the quieter everything became. The leaves whispered in languages older than thought. The shafts of light fell through the canopy like threads of gold, and the forest seemed to hum with invisible life. Here, he thought, I might finally find solace without noise and whatnot. Days melted into nights. He drank from the streams, slept under the trees, and waited for the divine to come. And then, one afternoon, it did. He saw something strange, almost sacred. Beneath the banyan tree, there was a fox. The fox's legs were so crippled and twisted in such a way it couldn't possibly hunt in any way. Yet, the creature looked radiant. It wasn't weak and starving. It was thriving. The man frowned. How could this be? But before his thoughts could untangle, the bush slightly trembled. From between the trees, like a ripple of sunlight, came a lion, golden, magnificent, and huge. The muscles rippled with effortless grace, and in its jaws it carried a piece of fresh meat. The man froze where he stood, watching intently. The lion walked towards the fox and laid the meat before the crippled creature. It had such a gentleness that defied its nature, and the man was so shocked. The fox began to eat. The lion turned and disappeared into the forest without a sound. The man stood there, breathless. His heart was pounding, but not from fear, but from awe. This, he thought, this is the hand of God. This is His mercy. Then that night, as the stars spilled across the forest sky, he knelt and he whispered, O Lord, you take care of everyone. Surely you will care for me too. And so he sat. 1 day, 2 days, 2 months. He waited and waited. He ate nothing. He drank very little, and he told himself that faith alone would feed him. But faith cannot fill an empty stomach. His lips cracked, his vision blurred, and when his body was a little more than a trembling shadow, a figure appeared. It was a yogi. He was wrapped in saffron ribbons, and he was moving with the calm certainty of someone who had seen too much of earth and heaven. The man lifted his head weakly. Holy One, he rasped, tell me, have I misread God's message? I saw the lion feed the fox, and it was crippled. I thought Lord was showing me His grace. I thought He will care for me. But I have waited, and He has not come. The yogi looked at him for a long moment. His eyes were deep and knowing. And then he spoke. His voice was so steady and quiet. My son, God did send you a message. You have read it. Then the man asked, then why has he not come? The yogi replied by saying, yes, well, he saw the God's power in the fox, in the act of getting fed. You chose to be the fox, the one who waits. Tell me, why not be the lion? Why not be the one whom through God's kindness flows from? The man felt the words strike to his heart. the truth unleashed within him. It was so radiant and painful. He had spent his life waiting to be served by the divine, when all along the divine had wanted him to serve. When the yogi left, he was no longer searching for peace and solace in the forest. He went back, but he carried it in his hands, the hands that now gave, built, and healed. And in giving, he finally found what he had once begged for: peace. That's the end of the story, and thank you so much for listening.